Hey guys, so basically the purpose of this video is just like collecting information. Not gonna hurt my feelings either way, but basically I'm toying with the idea of doing some level of coaching business thing because for me, I mean, like I've my own struggle at least with Addison, like it's been pretty ridiculously difficult to get back to a normal quality of life, but I've done it, and I think my methods are reproducible, and I mean I've shown that in my opinion with like quite a few people, like just corresponding with them through email, but yeah, so I'm the strongest, the smartest and most like stable probably that I've been throughout my life, just in every way. Like I'm 100% back essentially, and so the issue is that I want to like share that. I want to reproduce that, and honestly, the entire Addisonian population because it's a crappy disease, like, and it's so rare that it's kind of hard to find a lot of like really good medical advice on it. So I understand how difficult it is to get a grip on. But my issue is like I can't dedicate nearly as much time and energy into this Addison stuff as I would like to because it's doesn't bring in an income, right? So like I need to still have a full-time job, and then I essentially have a part-time job on top of that. So if I could like make an Addison's thing like my part-time job or whatever, like then I'd be able to dedicate a lot more time and energy to it because I do see the immense value there and like the need for it. So yeah, it's just an issue of time and being able to take care of myself basically while trying to help others as well. And in that vein, I'm thinking like the main things that would need to be addressed if we were going to do this coaching thing would be like hydrocortisone dosing and timing, Fludro dosing and timing, or any type of hydrocortisone equivalent, right? Because there are calculation charts for that. Like it's not a super big deal as far as I'm aware, but DHEA dosing slash timing, and then also we have like sodium and water and exercise progressions. I'm like all those things I'm pretty familiar with, and I've read like all the available peer-reviewed research. I don't know. I'm comfortable, like finally, like stepping out and being like, okay, let's do this because I think I could add value that an endocrinologist couldn't necessarily. Like I don't want to take the place of an endocrinologist at all. Like I want to always be working in in tandem with them, but yeah, and they don't have Addison's, right? And you're like their only Addisonian patient, and they have to dedicate most of their time to people with diabetes because like there's like 1,000 diabetics for every Addisonian or something like that. I don't know the exact figure, but so that's the point of like trying to fill this void of patient care essentially. But I'd be in like just in consulting. Like I'm not actually a medical professional, right? Like I have a biomedical engineering degree, but I didn't pass the boards or didn't do clinicals, all that. But I do feel like there's a need personally, but I just don't want to be like in my own little vacuum thinking like, oh, this is needed, I should totally do it. And like that's how bad decisions are made and like how you waste a lot of time. So like I'm wanting to see if anybody else thinks if anybody else agrees. And yeah, I guess just sort of recap, like my credentials would just be like I have Addison's, I'm living a normal quality of life with it, or better than normal. I'm like the best I've been with it, and like best I've been ever throughout my life. It hasn't crippled me at all, and it took a lot of work to get there. Like yeah, like the first couple of years were terrible, and definitely did like set me back, but not anymore. And then also, so I have a biomedical engineering degree and an exercise science certification that's allegedly the hardest one to get, and I did that. It really wasn't super hard, but yeah. So basically, would you be interested or not? Because you're not going to hurt my feelings at all. This is a data collection thing. Like, I like to consider myself a pretty scientific thinker, so I'm just collecting data. I'm not, my feelings aren't on the line here. If you think it's a bad idea, that's cool. Like, just let me know. You're honestly helping me if you think that it's not needed. Because if everybody agrees with you and then I'm like gonna like try to push this through, then it's like pointless, right? That's just stupid and a lack of understanding market processes, I guess. So I don't want to develop a useless product or service. But if you think it's cool and it's actually something you'd be interested in, like, please comment or email me, like outliftingaddisons@gmail. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, just collecting data, and I hope you guys have a good weekend, or whenever the heck you watch this, have a good remainder of your day. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it.